The Wendy Williams Show.
My virtual audience at home. How you doing? Doing okay. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. You know, if I were going to jail, I think I would try to do something different, like leave home the lip gloss and the eyelashes and stuff. Maybe that'd be the time I'd go bald. I already told you I have hair under my wig, but I'd shave that off too. Eyebrows, everything would go. And grow a big bush. Look. Huge. And braid it closed. braid it closed. And singe the edges so that it wouldn't open up. Anyway, Lori Loughlin's husband is getting ready to do his part in going to prison. Now, you know, she's still in. And his name is Massimo, you know, the one with the good leggings? But the rap sheet? Okay, so Massimo's a good-looking guy, you know? Somebody in our Hot Topics morning meeting thought that he always wore a toupee. I don't think that looks like a toupee. I mean, I think that his temples are naturally very pronounced, which could cast a shadow and make it look like wig glue or something. But I never thought he wore a toupee. Well, here he is, zhuzhed down to get ready to go in. It's not just different, he's still good looking. He's still, look, just, okay, maybe the first day you see him in prison, you don't think so. But by day 5, when you realize that his commissary is pallid, you know, somebody's sending him money, he smokes the best cigarettes. My feeling also, though, is that if you look closer, do we have another picture of him so I can see him?
Yeah, okay. There's another one from the side, yep.
That's the one, okay. Maybe he's naturally all gray, you see. And maybe the hair part up at the head is the gray growing out, but a low buzz cut. And he let his beard grow out all thick. But he's still wearing a really expensive watch. Other picture. Some beads, I guess, for protection. Nope. Anyway, he goes to prison on Monday for 5 months. Now, she got 10?
2.
She got 2 months. She got 2 months. Halfway through him being there, she'll get out just in time for Christmas to go home and reprimand the girls. Because they're not trustworthy. Even the good one. By the way, the prison that he's going to, Massimo, is the one with the most COVID in the area. Like, Well, then he'll have to come home and quarantine in a separate wing of the mansion. And then the girls can go in and take selfies with him. Anyway. Trevor Noah, who I like. I mean, his show comes on so late at night, and I never have a pad and pen, you know, to write down my notes for Hot Topics, what I want to talk about. But I always see his commercials on late, and then his show comes on late, and I find myself awake watching it, and then I go back to sleep. Not because he's boring, but just because it's late. We got to get up early. Anyway, he's dating Minka Kelly. Well, they're very serious. Well, if you know anything about Noah, you know that he is, he's not from England, he's from South Africa. And he likes a solid relationship. He's not the dating type. He says that, he's been saying that for years. He was that way in South Africa, was that way ever since being here. And these two are looking for a house together in LA. Together. They're not married and they're not engaged. He doesn't need that. He just wants a solid relationship. Well, you know, I've been on his show before, and he's just a really, oh, yeah. He's just a really nice man with a really good green room bag. Oh yeah, oh, they put money into that show. Anyway, this story is not about him, although it will always be about him to me. It's about Minka Kelly. She has a type. And you know, she's 40 years old now. And by 40, you have a type. And a smarter 40-year-old would make room for other types. Like, I'm 40, I'm not married, I've never been married. Maybe I could date a shorter guy, or, you know, somebody who's not famous or something like that. Except Minka, I don't want you to think about that. You concentrate on being Mrs. Trevor Noah, okay? And you change your name from Kelly to Noah. Kelly Noah. Yes. And you can have the baby before he even asks you to get engaged. I don't care if you don't get married at all. You've got to lock it down, because you just never know. Anyway, so she has a type. She dated Derek Jeter. Now, they dated for a while. Remember, Derek, though, has his own weird idiosyncrasies. Remember, he autographs baseballs and puts them in a basket in the limo for his conquest to rummage through as they drive home and say, oh, I was just with, you know. He was with Mariah Carey, and I think she was in that phase of being hypnotized by the Jeter and the whole bit. Plus, she wasn't Mariah at that time, but he was Derek. But she wasn't Mariah. Anyway, she also dated Jesse Williams in 2017. Grey's Anatomy. She likes light-skinned black men. And now she's dating Trevor. So she's got a type. But forget those other two. Focus on being Mr. Noah. Have the baby. If that doesn't work out, try a different type of man. You know, if you guys break up, there's nothing. Look, 40's not young, but 40's not old. 40 is just right. Ready? Come on, Anders. No, we're multitasking. You good? Anyway, okay. You know I don't really watch The Real Housewives of the OC because I feel like I'm so late that the only one that I really know is my friend in my head, Vicki Gundelson, who's also been on the show, but I didn't talk too much because I like her in my head, you know, and her daughter and the kids and stuff, the baseball playing son, right? That terrible divorce. Oh, okay. Well, Kelly Dodd, do you know her? She's the mean girl. Even I know who this is. She's mean, yet and still, she's the most entertaining part of the show. Norman says mean is always entertaining.
It's true, especially on The Housewives. The meaner, the better. I love a good villain.
Okay, Kelly Dodd is getting at her ex-husband over their 14-year-old daughter. She posted a screenshot of a text conversation with her ex, Michael, basically saying, what kind of father doesn't want to spend time with his daughter? Now, that post came because Michael called the daughter and said, The daughter thought that he was going to come by and pick her up. They were supposed to be having father-daughter night out for dinner. And he said, sorry, I have to handle some business. I won't be able to be there. And the daughter wasn't disappointed. It almost seemed like another day in the life of my disappointing father. You know what I mean? And then last month, Kelly posted a video getting at Michael. But she was talking to her daughter, and ironically, I did see this on actual TV. I didn't have to Google schmoogle. I saw it on actual TV. Take a look.
Julie, aren't you glad you have a real dad like Rick Leventhal instead of your father, Michael, who you haven't seen? And how long have you been seeing your dad?
Like 5 months.
Yeah, Julie's dad is non-existent.
Well, you know what? If he's non-existent, and the 14-year-old said it, she was embarrassed. She said it through her fingers. But eventually, Joy, because she's 14, she's going to come around, and she's going to see Dad for who he is, bad man, lackadaisical father. But she's going to be madder at Mom because moms aren't supposed to be so vengeful and get caught. Moms aren't supposed to be so vengeful. We're not supposed to be so outwardly mean like that. So now, who is this Rick Leventhal?
He's a Fox News correspondent who does now make appearances on the show.
He's been on our show?
No, on
the Housewives.
Orange County Housewives.
Does he like it or does he get dragged in?
He seems like he loves it.
And they still have him do incredible news?
Yeah.
Okay, this could be a one-income household shortly. So, Rick, you keep selling whatever you're selling over there, because you're going to have to pay for all that. And him. He's cute. Mm-hmm. Manny, pull up on my friends at Gold Bond. This is Gold Bond hand cream. And when I say age-defying, I'm saying, you know why these girls wear those fingerless gloves? Because their hands are wrinkled. Now, I must say at 56, I enjoy the luxuriation of Gold Bond. As a matter of fact, that's the size that I have on my night table stand, but I have them all over my house. I offer them to my friends when they come over and everything, and they're like, I'm like, do you want something to eat? Do you have a problem opening your can? They're like, no, it's slippery. I said, that's the Gold Bond. Sit back and age down. Don't age up. All right. I'm going to give this a moment to set in, Manny, and then you're going to take a picture of some youthful 56-year-old hands. Mm-hmm. Supple and soft. Our hands are the second most important parts of our bodies that get exposed, and Gold Bond has the SPF to protect against premature aging. So even if you're 22, you girls are out there with the fingerless gloves too. What are you hiding? Keep your hands moisturized and protect it all day. They say 97% of people who've tried this this softer, or 97% of the people who've tried it had softer, smoother hands instantly. And I can tell you right now, hey, Suzanne, I won't need this for the rest of the show. Pass this over to Marco G and pass it over to Sus One and see whether his hands can slip off the music, and then we're in dead silence. Anyway, Gold Bond Ultimate Age Defense Hand Cream is available now at Walmart.com.